Hi, I'm Kara from Number One Institute, and this video, which you are watching, is about relative clauses. I'm going to cover the basics today, and at the end there'll be a quiz. And then you can watch the next videos, which will get harder and harder and harder. Let's begin with an example, so I can show you why we use relative clauses. The man crashed the car. Don't worry, he's fine. Can you see the nouns in this sentence? There are two. We've got the man and the car. When we have nouns, we can describe them. We can use adjectives. For example, the tall man, the handsome man, the tall, handsome man. But there's so many tall, handsome men. How do we know which one? I can be very specific. The man who lives next door to me crashed his car. And this is a relative clause. So let's look at the other noun, the object. We can definitely describe a car. We can say the blue car. We can say the big blue car. Or we can use a relative clause. I said the car, but is it his car? Nope. He borrowed it from a friend. So, the man crashed the car, which he borrowed from a friend. Sorry, which man? The man who lives next door to me crashed the car, which he borrowed from a friend. So we can use two relative clauses in one sentence. Actually, we can use many. We could say, the man who lives next door to me crashed the car, which he borrowed from a friend who comes from Adelaide, which is in the south of Australia. We use relative clauses to give more information about a noun. Relative clauses. Clauses are a mini sentence, a small sentence. Here are the basic rules about relative clauses. Relative clauses usually come after a noun, and they begin with a relative pronoun. So, what are the relative pronouns? For people, we can use who or that. For things, we can use which or that. For time, we can use when. For places, we can use where. And for people, we can also use whose for possession and whom, but honestly, whom is so formal, we don't use it very often, and we can get rid of it, unless you're having a cup of tea with the Queen. Let's look at some more examples. First, the noun as the subject. So we've got two sentences. I met a woman. She comes from Germany. Who is she? She is the woman. So it's the same noun, and therefore we can join the sentence. I met a woman who comes from Germany. Another sentence. Do you know the boy? He asked a question. Who's he? The boy. So it's the same noun, so we can join it together with a relative clause. Do you know the boy who asked the question? Okay, now let's look at two examples where we're talking about the noun, which is the object of the sentence. The car was blue. He was driving it. Now what's it? It is the car. Okay, so the car which he was driving was blue. Our last example. The biscuits were delicious. She made the biscuits. So we've got the biscuits twice, so instead of having two sentences, we can put them together. The biscuits which she made were delicious. Okay, quiz time. see the answers, please go to this website here. I'll also put a link in the description below. Now you can watch the second video about relative clauses. See you next time. Bye.